This is a HeadGum podcast.
Thank you to Tracker for sponsoring this episode of this here podcast. Hey, Jake, we're all losers.
You are. I'm a winner.
In that, on average, we waste 55 minutes a day looking for things we lost.
Oh, you are. Yeah, you've lost, looks like your shoes, your wallet, your phone, your glasses, dignity.
If there's someone in your life, maybe it's you, maybe it's a loved one, that is constantly losing things, Tracker is perfect for them. It's basically a coin-sized device that locates misplaced keys, wallets, bags, computers, anything in just a matter of seconds.
Coin. Wasn't that a nickname of yours for a while?
Yeah, it actually was a nickname.
Coin.
A coin-sized device, not a device shaped like me, but an actual coin.
Right.
And then also, if you lose your phone, you can press a button on your Tracker and your phone rings. So it works both ways. So, you know there's someone in your life that's constantly losing stuff. Maybe it's you. Go to the Tracker, TheTracker.com, enter promo code IfIWereYou, and get this coin-sized device that'll help you instantly locate misplaced keys, wallet, bags. Don't waste any more time looking for stuff. That's a thing of the past. Technology has figured it out.
Yeah. The future is now.
That's
is
right.
Here. Is me.
Is
you. Is us.
Is
I.
Tracker. So if you go to thetracker.com, enter promo code IfIWereYou for your free Tracker Bravo with any order. Again, that's thetracker.com. Promo code IfIWereYou. Great gift idea.
That is a great gift idea. Thanks, man.
All right.
I can't believe it.
What?
I'm so I'm shocked, but in a happy way.
Thanks, Tracker.
Surprised, I guess they'd say.
Thank you, Tracker.
When I get old, still listen to the show. Sitting in the car with the speakers real loud, not low. Bunch of questions popping in my head. Maybe send an email before I'm dead. And I know that life ain't nothing easy. Nothing easy. No change the world by helping you out. Hey, from the outside, looking in the show seems blind, but they help out the world with that everyday grind. Yeah, if I were you, I'd play the show. Yeah. When I get old, still listen to the show. Sitting in the car with the speakers real loud, not low. Bunch of questions popping in my head. Maybe send an email before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin Goncalves is back.
Back at it again with the Calvus.
And this is a parody of a Mac Miller song, Life Ain't Easy.
Back at it again.
If you were a rapper, you know how every rapper gets to rap about their struggles?
Yeah.
Or they get to brag. So, like, if you came from a pretty good lifestyle, like Drake, his raps are about how he can fuck girls and he has a lot of money.
Like having a bad relationship with his parents or something.
Right, but if you're like a rapper who had like a tough childhood, it's like, oh, look what I came from. I was able to overcome. Mac Miller's is called Life Ain't Easy. He's just saying that life for him isn't entirely easy.
Sure.
So what would your raps be about?
Oh, like what's my struggle?
Yeah, what would you be like? You know what? I did this and now I'm here.
Maybe dropping out of college.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So like you'd have an album called College Dropout.
That's a catchy title. Did anyone do that already?
Which one?
It's Kanye West album.
Isn't that High School Dropout?
I don't think so.
Dropout, rapper. Yeah, the College Dropout. Where did he go to college?
Kenyan.
He played lacrosse at Johns Hopkins for a season and a half.
I think he was a Vassar dude.
He went to a small liberal arts school. Kanye was an art history major for 3 years at Sarah Lawrence, and he didn't really drop out. He just didn't decide to pursue his double minor.
He just didn't walk.
Yeah,
he totally has a degree.
Oh my God, he's not a college dropout at all. But the album still stands. Well, he's got that whole album about breaking his jaw and rapping through the wire.
That's cool. Wait, where did he go to college? Does it say?
Let's see. College. Oh man, you're really making me search this shit.
Yeah.
He got a scholarship to attend Chicago's American Academy of Art in 1997 and began taking painting classes, but shortly after transferred.
It sounds like we're still doing a bit.
Shortly after, transferred to Chicago State University to study English.
Yeah.
He realized that his busy class schedule was detrimental to his music work, and at 20 dropped out of college to pursue his musical dreams.
That's cool.
So this is not even that long ago. Like 18 years ago, Kanye West was taking a midterm.
Yeah. 19 years ago, he was painting a picture.
This isn't very good. I think can you imagine like Kanye figuring out how to transfer? Like calling a registrar at Chicago State, asking which courses sort of carried over because he didn't want to retake math or science.
Of course.
I've been taking a lot of painting classes is all. I think I'm a pretty good rapper, but
I'm a surrealist as well.
I need to transfer to study English. Crap. All right. What is this? This is If I Were You, the only advice podcast on the web, hosted by us. I'm Amir.
I'm Jake.
Wow, just still on Kanye's Wikipedia. At age 10, he moved to China.
China.
Nice.
Thank you.
Let's see what else we can do this with. He was born in Atlanta.
No, there's not really any syllables in there I could
Georgia.
No.
His dad's name was Ha.
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, fuck. All right. So how does this show work? We get questions. People are in difficult places. They're in sticky situations. They need our help. I don't blame them. We're really smart. Why not look for us for guidance?
I'm a genius.
And so we do our best to advise these people out of their sticky situations. Sometimes it's just us two, and today is that case.
Oh, yeah, baby.
All right. This question. Oh, we got a lot of lady questions today, actually.
You know what? You forwarded them all to me, and I'm going in blind. I didn't read them. I was busy.
I think these are all 4 lady questions.
Really?
Yeah.
The 4 for 4. The 4 for.
Nice.
Al Forford.
Very good.
Thank you.
Do you know what team he's on?
Ooh, it's not. Is it the Hawks?
He used to be on the Hawks. That's correct.
Ah, shit. He's on the. I don't know.
Boston Celtics now.
Oh, that's fun.
You hurt your back or something? Is that why?
Yeah, I jacked my back. I pulled it. I did something weird. I don't know. I was rock climbing, hanging upside down, and reached for something.
And then you felt it.
Yep. And
a pinch?
And it hurt. It was more of a pull
than a pinch.
It was like I extended it too far or something. And then
you tweaked it.
I tweaked it. I pulled it. I yanked it. I ganked it.
So you know what's in store for you now.
You know, it's not as bad as it's been before. I think it'll be fine tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Friday.
Let me sit on you.
I'm sitting on an ice pack at the moment, but you can
Let me sit on you.
On the ice pack?
No, I want to sit on you.
On my face.
I want to sit on your face. All right. This person writes, I'm a female in college from Canada.
Yep.
Last year, I had relations with a boy from school. We both first had sex with each other on an overnight ski trip organized by the school, which was a special trip for both of us. He transferred to a different school at the end of the term, which happens to be the #1 party school in the province.
Oh, yeah, baby.
You know it's McGill. It's got to be McGill. We weren't interested in LDRs, and I didn't want to limit him to a new experience, so we mutually broke up. 2 months later, he started dating another girl who goes to my school, which means he's in an LDR, which doesn't make any sense since we broke up to avoid this fact. Here's the actual problem. I'm going on a ski trip again this year as part of a planning committee, and he and his new girlfriend are also going. Even though I'm totally over him,
oh yeah,
I don't want to speak with him or see him and his girlfriend doing the same cute shit we were doing exactly a year ago. We have some similar friends, so it'll be inevitable that I'll have to see/interact with him and his GF. Bottom line, how do I have a good time on this trip without being annoyed by him or his presence or how happy he is with his new girl? Is it a bad idea to be drunk 4 days straight? Should I tell him that I slept with his best friend, which I actually did, to make him feel as angry as I used to? Any help would be greatly appreciated. Toda!
Being drunk 4 days in a row is fine.
Is it?
It's fine.
It seems a lot.
It seems fine.
I don't think I could do 4 in a row. Back-to-backs are tough. Occasionally you can squeeze a third day, but I don't know if I've ever been drunk 4 days in a row. It's a lot.
When we were in Australia.
I don't know if I did 4. Remember there were like, what was that one show that was like, I can't drink anymore? I think it was the last show maybe.
But it was after we had like partied in Melbourne for 2 days.
Yeah.
And then like, I guess we sort of had a night off in Adelaide, but then we partied in Melbourne, partied in Sydney.
I need a night off. I need like 4 and 5. Anyway, that's not the question here.
Fine, yeah.
She used to be mad. She's clearly over it.
You used to be mad, but you're still mad too.
What should we call this lady, a 19-year-old from Canada? Lindsey Vonn.
Very cool.
I don't know if she's Canadian, but she's at the very least a female skier.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm actually... This is such a fun way to say it.
What's up?
Dating Vonn.
No way.
I'm going steady with Lindsey fucking Vonn.
I'm dating Lindsey Vonn.
What are you talking about?
I was just with her last night.
I was with her 2 nights ago. She said she couldn't hang out last night because she was going to Netflix and chill with a girl.
She told me she couldn't hang 2 nights ago. She was going to Netflix and chill with you.
I'm texting her now, and she's saying she's due to Amazon Prime and relax with some other babe tonight, but she's down to hang out on either Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, holy shit. I just texted her, and she said she's gonna Hulu and hang.
Really? With Hulu?
She didn't specify.
What the fifth?
I'm asking her about next week, but sure enough, she's gonna freaking
CISO and lay in a hammock with her cousin. What the frig is happening to our lives?
How many paid services are there?
Vonn is playing us for some sort of fool.
Jesus Christ, she's gonna TNT and tea.
What's the tea part?
Have tea.
What?
Have tea? Well, she watches TNT.
On demand. She's gonna TNT on demand.
She has
and
cable
tea.
now. She's my girlfriend, though, for real.
That is really cool, dude. I really like that. That's awesome to hear.
What was the...
This girl's over it.
No, she's
clearly.
Not. Yeah, not, but...
They broke up to avoid an LDR, and then he started dating some other girl at his school.
All right. It doesn't matter why you broke up. Like, I think once you break up, all rules are off. Like, how he lives his life is going to be his thing. You don't need to, like... It's not like he said, we're not going to be an LDR. I'm blanket against all LDRs. He obviously found someone that he felt so impassioned by that he's breaking the LDR rule. So I don't think there's really any ground to stand on there.
So, if you're angry, have you ever seen an ex-GF canoodling with a boy?
Ooh, good question.
You must have. Or at the very least heard about it. Oh, by the way, I'm dating this person now.
Yeah, I've definitely heard about it. I don't know if I've ever...
seen it.
I mean, I've like met this is how little I care about that shit. I probably have. I have zero recollection of it.
That's baller.
Yeah.
I just got a text from Vonn.
Give me your fucking phone, dude.
Yeah, here we go. Her schedule for the next month. Day 2. YouTube Red.
And what?
And cryogenically freeze. I guess she's doing some sort of freeze therapy.
That's so sick.
Day 9.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah,
I'm in complete disbelief.
And disregard.
Vimeo on demand.
And what?
Tanning bed.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how she can see it.
What about what was that? That was day 9 or 11?
Yeah, I'm
day
just
15.
skipping ahead. I'm just seeing other things.
Day 15.
Like that. Day 16.
15, I said.
She is going to she's going to a theater.
And what?
That's it. That's all it says. She has she's going to an off-Broadway production.
That's awesome, actually. It's cool to support the independent arts. It's all Hamilton this and Book of Mormon that, but it's good every once in a while to see a black box theater and see where the art's really born.
Okay.
I actually do a little bit of...
What I'll do is try to suck my dick on a stage in a bar in St. Mark's. It's mostly karaoke, but I'll go up there. I'll request Bohemian Rhapsody and just attempt to go to town on myself.
One of my sister's first stand-up shows was like, or a comedy show when she was at NYU. It was like a a sketch comedy showcase and also a burlesque show. So it would be burlesque performance,
Of course.
then a sketch,
Yeah.
then a burlesque performance, and then a sketch. And there was, and my parents were there. And there was one performance where a girl dumped a Coca-Cola on her naked body and was like eating fried chicken and laying on a desk.
And that was the comedy part.
And then,
And then
that
a
was my
burlesque
sister's
dancer.
performance. And then another one where a guy was dressed in like a top hat and a beard, jumping up and down, like making his dick twirl in circles.
Oh, his dick was out.
Oh, fully out.
Is that legal?
I think it wasn't burlesque, because I feel like burlesque was about like hiding the actual private,
like tassels and stuff.
Yeah, no tassel, just cock.
All right, specific questions. How do I have a good
yeah.
time on this trip without being annoyed by him?
I don't know if you can, because it sounds like you're annoyed already.
Right. Is it a bad idea to be drunk for 4 days straight?
Not a great idea, but not a bad idea.
The problem
it's
is
always fun.
If you're drunk and mad, that'll just amplify the mad.
Right.
Like, this seems like it's a recipe for disaster.
I guess, yeah, you gotta just stay positive, and then you'll be drunk and happy.
Should I tell him that I slept with his best friend? I think that's what's going to happen if you get drunk.
Yeah, I would not do that.
She's going to kill him with whatever the opposite of kindness is.
Meanness.
Yeah, this is like when they go low, I go low. It's like, should I make him as angry as I am?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you want to make him as angry as you used to be. You claim that you're not angry, but you want to make him as angry as you once were. Why?
Yeah. But look how many exclamation points and question marks are after. As angry as I did, question mark, exclamation point a lot.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's
You're
a good
still
idea.
mad.
You're very mad.
What I just hope to God this new girl is less attractive than you. I mean, that's
on the
worst.
outside, because I mean, on the inside, there's almost no chance.
Oh my God, can you fucking imagine? Isn't it the worst when your ex just fully upgrades?
I mean,
Tom Brady meets Tom Hiddleston.
that'd be awesome. I think this girl just needs. Yeah, you just gotta chill. You guys broke up,
Yeah,
so that's fine.
and now it's time to move on.
And now he's allowed to date whoever you want, and so are you. And you should have forgotten about him.
Move on like Lindsey Vonn. Check out
what's up.
lindseyvonn.org. It's a way to combat the current regime with your time, money, effort. Sort of helps you figure that stuff out. So,
LindseyVonn.org.
that's right. It's a subsidiary of moveon.org.
That's really cool.
So there's Move Vonn, and then there's Lindsey Vonn.
Why don't we see if LindseyVonn.org is available for our next Squarespace ad?
Oh, that's a good idea. Lindsey Vonn. Oh. You know what? I didn't know. I've been spelling Lindsay incorrectly my whole life, so maybe I'm dating somebody else.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I've been dating a different Vaughn. LindseyVonn.org is being squatted by the same dude that stole JakeHurwitz.com from you.
They're fucking trying to price gouge me. They keep on dropping the price, and it always is just a little more than I'm willing to pay.
What are they at now?
$755 or $750, $745,
That's nice.
$795. Like I said, I want to see it below $500.
And then I'll pounce. Maybe if you just wait so long, your personal stock will also decrease.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening.
Yeah. You realize that JakeHurwitz.com isn't worth as much as Jake Hurwitz used to be.
It's directly tied to my net worth.
Which means as it gets lower, you also can't afford it.
Very nice. Very true.
All right.
But that's enough.
What?
That's enough.
Okay.
I don't want to have you attacking me where my wallet is. Anymore.
I was just joking.
Yeah,
But,
it was pretty funny, but not funny enough.
all right.
So why
sorry
don't you
about
just
that.
take a chill pill and relax?
So we got another question.
Hey, fuck you, man.
What? How do I make him as mad as I am? Another question from another woman.
Ooh.
Well, and this lady's a 26-year-old girl who hooked up with a guy on New Year's. Hi, I'm a 26-year-old girl, and a year ago, on New Year's, I met this dime of a guy while vacationing in the Bahamas with my friend's family.
Bahama man, yaman.
We ended up hooking up on the roof of a hotel, and I have to say it was some of the best sex I've ever had. Roof sex.
Yeah, dude.
He lives in Chicago, as does my older sister, so we made a point to meet up the next time I was there visiting, which it was last August. Again, great sex, great time, and I would definitely be down to do it again. In fact, he wanted to meet up again that weekend, but our schedules didn't match up. he had family visiting. In November, I decided to reach out via text because, hey, why not? After a little texting back and forth, I told him I wanted to see him again. His response? Radio silence.
Uh-oh.
Between now and then, he has liked some of my Instagram pictures.
Weird.
But we haven't texted at all. I decided to let it go for the time being. But recently, I just booked a trip to Chicago to visit my sister this President's Day. If you were me, would you, A, text this guy and let him know I were coming? If so, when? I'm getting there on February 17th. Or B, forget him and don't text him, even though the sex was really good. And my last text to him was, I want to see you again, and he did not respond. I'm not looking for anything serious with this guy. I just want to do me, and frankly do him at the same time. I'd love to hear your guys' perspective on this, and would appreciate @Jake's texting advice as well. Toda, love, Hope Solo.
Oh, good. Because she's hoping, but she's solo.
Oh,
for now.
very good. Hopeful Solo. What do you think? The non-response is cold.
It's cold and it's coy. But
well, this guy is in Chicago.
What do you expect for a boy?
Very good. Would you? I feel like even if I wasn't interested, I'd have a hard time straight up not responding to that text. I want to see you.
Didn't she say they were like dwindling anyway? Like they weren't talking as much.
I know, but I want to see you again. It needs to elicit something from someone who doesn't even live in your city.
Or is that the exact kind of text that he didn't want to see?
Yeah,
and he didn't respond. So
that's correct.
That makes plenty of sense to me.
Guys
He's
are like
down to be polite, push he's pushing the food around on his plate.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't have to eat it. And then all of a sudden you like took a huge scoop and tried to put it in his mouth. And that was finally when he had to be like,
enough.
I'm not hungry.
I equate it to like being an emotional cat. So, cats are very skittish. Like if you make a big noise, they'll scurry about.
Yeah.
But instead of a big noise, you made a emotional move. It's like, oh, I can be flirty, I can be sexy, I can keep it light and casual. And then it's like, I really want to see you again.
But that is, I mean, I do agree with her thoughts that's more flirty than like needy,
Yeah, it's not like, hey, I'm thinking of booking a trip to see you.
Yeah, totally. It's just like,
I want to, like, I have a desire to be with you.
That being said, I think the safest thing to do is, especially if he's liked your Instagram photos, no text at all. But you post a picture as soon as you get to Chicago.
Oh.
Geotag that shit. I play that game all the time.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of like, that's a good example of like, it's kind of like fishing. It's like, I post this thing and it's sort of like you throw, oh, you're bleeding.
Yeah.
You're bleeding.
Uh-huh.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
You're bleeding though?
Yeah, I'm bleeding.
Yeah, a little bit above your elbow.
My body's falling apart.
Got it.
It's completely falling apart. I'm dying. Yeah.
Posting like this thing to social media, and I guess in general I've noticed recently, it's kind of like chumming the water. You throw bread into the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, ooh, let's see who bites. Like, hey world, I'm in Chicago. All right, let's see who bites. Who's in Chicago that wants to see me? So it's a passive way of making yourself available to him.
Yeah. And I almost guarantee he's going to reach out.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I would think maybe the non-response means he's with somebody else, and it's like, oh, I can't. I don't want this other person to see.
That's possible, but I think that's why the Instagram post is perfect, because you're not like putting yourself out on the line more than you need to be, and you know that he's following you on Instagram, that he's seeing your shit.
That's true. But here's a counterpoint. What does she have to lose by texting? If he's into it, yeah. But if he's into it, there's a chance that the Instagram post is not enough to draw him out, whereas a text would. You sort of have to meet him a little bit more than halfway. And there's not a downside.
Well, the downside is that you look a little desperate. Not that really matters, because I don't really believe in it, but I think the bigger downside is she sends that text. She sees, the last text is, I want to see you, no response. The next text is, I'm coming to Chicago in the middle of February. Are you around?
Right.
No response. And then it's just like too big of a blow to your ego.
Right.
That like sort of sinks its teeth into you, and you're gonna
it's
think
like,
about it too much.
I would rather
it could
not,
ruin your weekend.
I'd rather not try because that means I could fail. And if you
Yeah.
post the picture and he doesn't respond, it's like, oh, I barely even tried, so I'm fine that he didn't.
But I wouldn't even recommend it if I didn't think that they were going to net the exact same response.
And
I think that he's just as likely to respond. Like if he's going to respond to "Hey, I'm in Chicago" text, he'll also text you based entirely on the Instagram post.
what do you think of a little bit of both? You post the Instagram, give it a day, and if not, you can text him, hey, by the way, I'm in Chicago.
No way.
That's even worse?
That's even more desperate.
But that's assuming that like the Instagram post was for him.
Yeah, but it's all about what you know in your heart.
But he doesn't know.
He
in
doesn't
his
know,
heart.
sure. But like then it just sets you up for even worse failure of I went fishing, didn't catch anything. Then I jumped in the water and tried to wrap my legs around a shark and it didn't, and then he got away.
Where is that frickin' salmon?
I'll tell you what the middle ground is to me.
Okay.
No Instagram posts. If you're wanting to take a bigger swing of the bat.
DM?
No Instagram. No DM either. Just a straight text, just like you're saying, but day you get to Chicago.
Oh, like, by the way, I'm here.
Yeah.
Not like, let's plan.
Hi, I'm going to be there next week. Let's plan to hang out. Because that's the kind of thing that people get scared of commitment. That
Emotional
freaks me out.
scaredy cat.
Yeah. I don't like knowing that. I don't like the idea of somebody coming to town for any reason that is going to set aside a night for me.
Right.
Nuh-uh.
Too much pressure.
Stress. But, night of, you're out having a couple of drinks. You say, hey, I'm in Chicago. Oh, wow. Interesting. Where? And then, boom.
Yeah. Keep it casual. Keep it light. Keep it superficial. No planning. Day of. So now that you have the full 2020 vision of this full discussion, you still suggest the Instagram post or do you suggest the text? Okay, now you're bleeding even. Wow, there's just a lot of blood coming out of your elbow, and your teeth are starting to
fall out,
rattle.
Yep, that makes sense. Check this out. If I shake them around, it's like a maraca.
Yeah.
I still say Instagram post is what I would do.
Got it. All right, and I'll say text, and you can decide.
Night of or before?
Night of.
All right.
The night of on HBO is what Lindsey Vonn is watching later tonight. All right, let's take a break. We'll thank a few more peeps. We'll be back. It's going to be fine, you guys. It's going to be fun, actually.
Adios.
We're going to make jokes and stuff. You're going to love it. Oh, snap. Thanks to Blue Apron for sponsoring this episode of If I Were You. Thanks, Blue Apron.
Appreciate you.
I don't know if you like making your own meals and eating them like a boss.
Yeah, I am a boss.
But Blue Apron is the #1 fresh ingredient delivery recipe delivery service in the country. So if you're looking for the best, look no further than Blue Apron. What they do is send you in the mail ingredients, high-quality ingredients, to make your own meals, and they'll teach you how to make it. So you're cooking the food that you eat. You're becoming a chef. You're eating delicious foods, and it's affordable, it's flexible, it's easy, and the satisfaction is guaranteed. You like Blue Apron. You use it.
Yeah, I really do. I've become a master chef. I'm actually thinking about opening a restaurant where I have...
You just sell Blue Apron food?
Yeah, I'll just order like hundreds of Blue Aprons there a day, and I'll make the food.
I guess that's legal.
If people are dumb enough to eat there.
Food, we're talking about food like cashew chicken stir fry, roasted pork with apple walnut and farro salad, udon noodle soup. I love soup.
It's actually pronounced udon.
Okay.
As in, you don't know how to pronounce the
Nice,
noodle.
dude. For less than $10 per person per meal, Blue Apron's delivering these seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients, so you're not wasting anything and you're making delicious home-cooked meals. How do you do it? Let me tell you. If you go to blueapron.com/ifIwereYou,
Easy enough.
you get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping.
Whoa.
3 free meals, free shipping.
That's zero cost.
If you go to blueapron.com/ifIwereYou, they know they'll get you. They say, you know what, have a few free meals because you're going to love it so much you're going to come back.
You soup kitchen your first 3 meals, you're going to start paying.
You're going to love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals. So go to blueapron.com/ifIwereYou. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Yeah.
Thank you as well to NatureBox for sponsoring this episode of our podcast.
Kudos to you, Nature's Box.
Jake, what was the last snack that you just gorged on? Like, let's say you went to a supermarket and you picked up a snack.
Tadpole.
So you ate a tadpole.
I had a little slimy tadpole.
Okay, well.
In between, almost a toad, but not quite.
That's right. Well, if you want a snack and all you can find is junk food, the best way to resist this temptation is to get high-quality snacks with a great taste that's better for you, that's made with high-quality ingredients that are free from artificial colors and flavors and sweeteners. And NatureBox makes these snacks and delivers them right to your door. That's the business idea. We're talking about snacks like dried pears. We're talking about snacks like aged cheddar, lentil loops, mini Belgian waffles. There's something for everybody.
Nom.
I don't like cheesy stuff, but you do, so you can get the cheesy stuff.
I like cheesy stuff.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't.
What of it?
You don't have a
Blumenfeld?
sweet tooth, but I do, so I can eat the mini Belgian waffles.
Yeah, I don't have a sweet tooth. What of it?
There's something for everybody.
Is this
what,
a challenge?
Is what of it? There's just something for everybody. Is all I'm going to say.
I'm thin-skinned.
Very much so. It's simple. You go to naturebox.com, you check out their snack catalog. There's hundreds of snacks to choose from. You choose the snacks you want, and they'll deliver it to your door, so you don't have to go anywhere to buy anything. And right now, to save even more money, NatureBox is offering our fans. You have to be a fan of ours, though. You can't just listen to the show and be lukewarm about it.
Interesting.
So they're offering 50% off your first order to our fans.
How do they prove that they're a fan?
By
Not
going...
just like some...
Yeah, if you go to naturebox.com/ifIWereYou and get snacks, you become a fan of ours.
Really?
Yeah, whether you are or not.
Preach.
So if you go to naturebox.com/ifIWereYou, you get 50% off your first order. You get the delicious snacks delivered right to your door, and it's 50% off. One last time. It's naturebox.com/
If
I
were
you. Welcome back.
Hola! Now I'm lying down, so things are feeling a lot better.
I just want to make sure you're not getting any of the blood on the couch because I see your right elbow sort of touching the pillow.
Well,
there.
I know I'm aware where I'm bleeding from, and it's kind of congealing, so it's not really dripping anymore.
You're coagulating. That's a nice. Yeah. How did you start bleeding? I'm wondering.
I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't know.
So, and then the bruise on your arm. I see a bruise on the other side there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the one up here? Did you see that?
Yeah. How's that? You're
even bigger, right?
Are you anemic or something? You hit your shoulder?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Hey, somebody, you would tell me if someone was like, someone was hitting you, right?
I don't think I would tell you.
But nobody.
I'd probably keep that a secret.
But
Yeah, I don't think I'd tell anybody.
like if Marty was.
Yeah,
I saw him raise his voice at you earlier, and you sort of squinted. You hesitated, like he was going to strike you.
like he has before.
Right.
Huh? Interesting.
Oh, he has before?
No, I didn't say that.
Yes.
I wouldn't say that, and I haven't. And he would hate it if I did. So
We can cut this part out if you really don't feel comfortable.
great.
That was so quick.
I think it's from climbing.
Yeah, man. Small price to pay.
Well, I hurt my back like 10 minutes into my session this morning, so
Yeah.
that was a little rough.
It's February, that's why.
What's happens in February?
Just your 1 month resolution is now kicked into overdrive. You're now spilling into the second month.
Oh, so it's
And maybe your body's not physically ready for that yet.
right. So like the idea of getting ripped, my body is sort of just like, hey, that's enough. Jake.
Yeah.
You're
Now
not-
I'm going to rip your skin.
Yeah. Okay. Now your back hurts for 3 days, buddy.
Why don't you take a time out?
How about try to work me out again? And I'll make sure your fucking legs hurt too.
This time don't go so strong. How's your home?
The home it is.
Would you say is it a sweet home?
It is a sweet home. Mama Jamma.
What's that?
Sweet home Mama Jamma.
Okay.
Because I don't live in Alabama, so
course.
I call it the Sweet Home Mama Jamma.
I see. I did see that weird welcome mat that you had. It
I had
just,
about $2,000 on Etsy.
it just said Mam Jam, though. Do you
Yeah,
think
they didn't do it
anybody would
exactly
get
right. Well, that's what happens when you buy a discount $2,000 mat.
that? A discount?
They're usually $5.
Oh, no.
I'm doing the last like upgrade to the house
Yeah.
of changing my water system.
Oh.
The water is getting an improvement.
It was getting hard in here.
Yeah.
So soften all your water.
I am getting so full, I'm going to take the tank out.
I got calcium deposits in my sink. I'm just kidding like Jason.
So I'm removing the big water tank. I'm going to go tankless.
Of course.
It's better for the environment, better for my water bill.
Okay.
And then I'm also getting a soft water filtration system because my water is hard and it's not fun to have hard water.
You know what I just recently found out?
Yeah.
The average American, because I'm starting to pay, like you, for water for the first time in my life. I don't know how much water I use. I assumed it was like a couple gallons a day. Seems like a lot.
Yep.
And I had used thousands of gallons since I moved in. And I was like, how much does the average human use? And it turns out every house, on average, uses 100 gallons of water per person per day.
Wow.
100 gallons. And I said, how can that be? 100 gallons. I think of like a 5-gallon thing of water is more than enough. Some more searching. Toilets use 3 to 5 gallons every flush. A sink running uses a couple gallons every minute. A shower can use up to 15 gallons for like a 10-minute shower.
It still doesn't get you up to 100.
The rest is water you consume.
So you're drinking gallons and gallons.
Must be
and
70 gallons of water a day. Sprinklers, another.
I turned mine off. You didn't turn yours off for this month?
I just figured out how to do it.
Jesus Christ, man.
It has rained more in LA in January than it did all of last year.
Yeah, but this is the hard thing about home ownership. Nobody tells, like sometimes you get like a message from your landlord that's like, hey, don't use as much water or something.
Right.
But, fuck it.
I'm my own landlord, so let's make this mud wet.
Yeah.
And then there's the last bit of designing, which is buying shit like we bought from the Citizenry.
Yes.
We're talking about high-quality pillows and stuff.
Yeah, when he said shit, it was just a metaphor.
For stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people about the Citizenry?
Yeah, so I fell in love with the Citizenry's stuff, and then I shamelessly emailed them, and I told them that me and Amir were social media influencers.
This is not just you posting a picture on Instagram. You texted them.
Yeah. I sent them a late night text.
They were thirsty.
But they were down to work with us, and
Okay.
I was excited because the Citizenry is not. They don't only just have beautiful stuff; they're also socially conscious.
Mm-hmm.
They are a socially conscious home decor startup, and they combine modern design with time-tested craftsmanship from all over the globe.
So what's the deal? How do we promote them while still giving our listeners something special?
Yeah, that's the most important part. So what we are doing is we partnered with them. We got some really awesome stuff for our houses.
Yeah, high quality. I never thought I'd say this, but really nice, high quality pillows.
That's how you know we're in our 30s. We actually care about the quality of our throw pillows now. And they've got some really beautiful stuff. So we thought, what better way to tell you guys about the Citizenry than by starting a giveaway with one of their really awesome Palermo Tripolina chairs.
So how do you enter to win a chair?
You go to thecitizenry.com.
With a hyphen in the middle.
Yep. Not where you think.
It's in between literally every other letter.
No, the-citizenry.com. You buy literally anything. And they've got, like we said, amazing pillows, lots of cool accessories for your house, throw blankets. They specialize in these butterfly chairs from Argentina, but they've also got oversized lumbar pillows from Mexico, palm leaf baskets from Uganda. Everything they do is they work with different artisans from all around the globe. 10% goes directly back to the artisan communities. So buy anything you want from there. You enter the coupon code giveaway. You get free shipping. And it automatically enters you in this contest. Where we are going to help them give away a really beautiful chair.
So if you go to the Citizenry.com, check out their stuff. If high-quality pillows tickles your fancy, if that really just draws your interest, then you'll really like the Citizenry.com. You buy something, put the gift code giveaway, and that gives you free shipping on the item. And then you're entered to win a free chair.
Yeah, I mean, before you even check out anything, just go to the Citizenry and look at the Palermo Tripolina chair. And you fall in love with that.
And this is not like a 1 in a million shot. I mean, there's not going to be a ton of people buying stuff from the Citizenry using this coupon code.
Yeah, there's not a million people that listen to our podcast. So you actually have a chance to win this chair, which has like a $700 value.
So we'll tell people who won in about a week or two on a podcast episode.
Yeah.
But enough about pillows. Let's talk about my rugs. Area rugs.
Area rugs, it is crazy how when you buy a house, you just like, you care so much more about what is inside of it.
Yeah, and then the last thing you have to care about is like art. Like, how do I know? I've been asking people's advice about what furniture to buy. They don't know what kind of art I like. I have to actually make that decision.
Yeah.
So I'm putting up a Conan O'Brien Got Milk poster with poster putty.
They're not even sponsoring this, but I used FrameBridge and it's great.
Oh,
you should do that.
Yeah, you can just
find literally any image that you like, and then you can have it professionally framed.
High-res photos. What if you think? What if I decorate my house in like the theme is like 7th grade poster chic? So it's like a poster that it had of like Conan O'Brien in a Got Milk ad, and then like pull out sort of Butterbean, the fat boxer guy.
Were
from
you a
Sports
Butterbean
Illustrated.
fan?
Yeah, I had his poster up, or like a Lakers poster, or like a pennant, Los Angeles Raiders pennant. So like that whole house is decorated like it was. I decorated it, but in 1996.
A Ferrari poster.
Yeah, Ferrari on a sunset. Maybe a hot chick holding a beer.
Yeah.
Or a hot dude holding a soup.
or an ugly guy with a stick.
Yeah. Or 3 guys. One is fine, 2 are pretty hot, and they're all holding different glasses of fruit punch. Minute Maid fruit punch from fucking concentrate. One has like a picture of this shit.
You're selling these posters.
If you want my Minute Maid Fruit Punch picture poster set, go to MinuteMaidFruitPunchPicturePosterSet.org. It's a nonprofit.
This blood's gone.
What?
This blood's totally good. That's going to be a scab now.
And what do you have to show for your shit, Blumenfeld? You haven't scabbed in a minute.
Did you work out at the gym this morning?
Yeah. So Billy, who's been training me, as you know, as we've talked about on the show, we're doing something called Mass Week this week, which is where we do heavy weights, less reps, but we start at what the heaviest weight we can do is.
Wow.
So, like, let's say last time when we did the bench press, I ended up at 135.
Do you remember that stuff, or does Billy?
He remembers it too, but I remember it because it was 45s on each side.
Right.
He's like, let's start there and see if you can do 6. And then go heavier and see if you can do 4. And then go heavier and see if you can do 1 or 2.
And could you?
He was really nice. Billy is very optimistic. He's like, I think he could do 225. I'm like, I can't do 220. I barely put up 135. I can't do 225. That's so much weight. He's like, well, let's just add a little bit more. So I went from 135, then we added 10, and I tried 155, and I could like barely do any. And he's like, I think let's try to put on 185, because that's the NBA combine weight. When college basketball players are auditioning for the NBA, one of their statistics is how many times can you bench press 185. That shows how strong you are. Just to put it in perspective, Kevin Durant couldn't do any. And that was like considered a huge knock on him, and he wasn't taken number 1. People think because he's not going to be strong enough to play in the NBA.
Wow.
So I put up 185, and Billy helped me lift it off the rack. And then as I lower it down, it's too heavy. It's going to crush me. And it starts lowering it down to me. I'm like, I need help. Like, he's there to, like, spot me. He's like, you could do it. And I'm, like, pushing back up. And I know he's helping me up. But he's saying that he's not helping. He's like, see, I told you, dude, 185. And I have to just sort of, like, smile. And, like, yeah. Like, I don't want to disappoint him to disappoint me. But I know he helped me.
That's really funny.
But I bench pressed 185.
According to Billy.
According to Billy, which is good enough for me.
Me and Billy did it together.
The one set of footsteps next to the bench press is when he was lifting for me.
Do you feel your body changing?
Yeah, I feel a little stronger.
Do you notice it aside from feeling it? I mean, do you like see it in the mirror?
Yeah, I see it in the mirror.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I'm never going to take any topless photos unless if you go to thecitizenry.com, there's a poster giveaway. All right, let's try to answer some more questions for Christ's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And Christ is sake. And sake is Christ.
Excuse me?
Nothing. Another lady. All right. Shoot. I'm in my 4th year of university. Let's call this lady Allison Felix, I guess. For whatever reason, we're on an Olympian kick.
You are, dude. I'm fucking over that shit. I'm looking forward to the Winter Olympics. I guess that's why you said Lindsey Vonn.
I hate the Olympics. I love the Winter Olympics.
The Olympics are great.
So I'm in my 4th year of university, and I just met this guy who turns out is now living with my close friends that we party with and have classes with, so we are constantly hanging out together. I really like this new roommate, and I have been told by multiple of my friends, girls who I live with, and guys who he lives with, that he likes me too. However, he has yet to make a move other than dancing with me. This is when the situation became fucked up, though, because I was hanging out with him the other night at a bar, and all of a sudden a girl came up to him, and they went to go dance, and they ended up going home together. Next time he comes to my house, because we have the same friend group for pre-drinks, with a hickey on his neck. He doesn't mention it, and once he becomes drunk enough, he starts trying to dance with me at the bar again. Huh. Apparently, he told my guy friend that he thinks he fucked it up with me, and that he was going to apologize, but no apologies were made. But I danced with him anyway, and he attempted to come home with me. I really want this to be something more, but is he just a fuckboy? Also, even though he, quote, likes me and is not a shy guy, why won't he try to talk or hang out with me outside of the group? I'm not into just sleeping around, especially with someone who I'll have to constantly see around. Do I say fuck it and move on to someone else, or give him a shot? I don't have very good luck with guys. Is it me? I'm pretty sure my family's beginning to think I'm a lesbian because I never bring guys home. What would you do if you were in my situation?
The family means like bring guys home back to the family house for dinner, right? Not like bring guys home back to get fucked.
That makes sense because I also read it as the dad's waiting up. He's like, Jesus, you're not bringing any dudes over to hook up again.
Why aren't you getting laid? It's college.
It's 2 a.m.
Fuck.
Cool dad.
Awesome dad. Actually, I guess if that's the dad, that's not cool.
Cool dude, bad dad.
I think cool dad is like, I want you to have fun, but be safe. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Weird dad.
Weird dad is like, I want to see the guy you're fucking.
Yeah.
And I want to hear about it.
What about uncle? Same as dad or halfway away?
I guess even worse if that's the uncle.
Yeah. I want to see the guys. Sheesh Louise. So about this guy. It seems to me that he's shy. He doesn't want to make a move, so he does the dancing thing, which I can relate to. I often just dance instead of go up to talk to people.
Yeah.
So he was dancing. He liked this girl, and then a cute girl came to dance with him, and then he just went for it because when you're dancing and drunk and a girl goes for it, you're not going to say no. But then you heard that he felt bad that he fucked things up with you, so maybe he does kind of like you.
I mean, it depends because he could be a shy guy,
yeah,
and do the dancing thing because that's totally true. That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
And if one girl you're dancing and she's like, "I want to go home with you. Let's go right now," you'd be like, "Oh, sure, yeah,
right. I'm not going to stop it."
Yeah. But then, like, if it was somebody else and she wants to just dance and get to know you, you'd do that too,
right?
It sounds like this girl maybe just got scooped by someone that was a little thirstier,
right? Who went for it?
Yeah, it's like. It's this guy's move to dance, and it sounds like it worked too well on this other girl.
But she's not into just sleeping around. So if she doesn't want to just sleep around...
I mean, I don't think you can judge what this guy wants to do based on one person that he went home with.
Right.
It's always fine. Like, people, it's hard for people to just reject, like, a one-night stand if it's given to them like that.
Right, especially if you're drunk.
Yeah.
Would you say one girl does not a fuckboy make?
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
Because I was thinking of getting that.
I do say that, and I did coin that. One girl does not a fuckboy make.
I said it.
I said it too.
I said it first.
Yeah, but you said it because you were like, would you say one girl does not a fuckboy make? And I would say that, and I do say that. I have said that now, and I coined it.
What the fuck is happening to me? I'm getting scooped.
T-shirts.
I'm getting
T-shirts, newspaper posters.
It's all fair game because it's all happening. And I got the goddamn thing embroidered. I got it fucking embroidered on a fucking quilt.
And a coin.
I got it on a coin. I got it Embossed on a fucking
Embroidered, embossed.
engraved, endossed, and in DOS. I'm using Microsoft DOS.
DOS do we trust?
C-DOS.
Endoss. Endoss me.
That's good. So it's a German rage band loading up an old game on a PC that didn't have Windows yet. So it's C-DOS. C-DOS run.
Oh, all right.
Leisure Suit Larry 2.
I think that you can still move forward with this dude, not worrying about the one night stand thing, and like hope that that it doesn't really mean anything. But like, I wouldn't write him off, but I also wouldn't be like, hey, throw caution in the wind, it's all going to be fine. I'm like, be skeptical, but proceed with caution. Tread lightly, fucker.
Yeah. It's hard because you want to just have a serious conversation, but that scares the person away. It's like this weird catch-22.
Of course, you fucking danced with this guy twice. You can't have a serious conversation and be like, I really want this to be a serious. I don't just fuck people. We're gonna be fucking married, dude.
I swear we're at the very least fiancé.
Like he's very well might just be like, oh well, cool. I just wanted to dance. And,
so you just like Drake. Shit.
Straight up to my Drake.
Nice. We're going to Australia. We never mentioned it in this episode, but we are going to Australia.
I mentioned Australia generally in the beginning.
We're going to Melbourne. We're going to Sydney. We're going to dance. We're going to be like this guy. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be
dancing. We're going to be like this guy, but dancing with each other. Did you know I had Vegemite the other day?
And?
Still holds up.
Got into character?
I love it.
But if you don't live in Australia and you don't live in Melbourne and Sydney, but you do live in Austin, we're also doing a HeadGum Comedy Festival there.
Damn.
An entire day of shows. And it's not just us that's performing, but perhaps some of your other favorite HeadGum podcasts. We're doing a show with Black Man Can't Jump. Twinnovation, those boys will be there. High and Mighty, Gabrus will be there.
Those Twinnovation boys will be there if Jeff and Dave bought their plane tickets.
Which they have not.
I'm sure they have not, but they're on the billboard.
I don't see a world...
We have promised them.
I don't see a world where they don't fly into Phoenix 2 days early and then take a bus.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen.
Who Weekly, one of our newest, awesomest podcasts, will be there live. This Is Why You're Single will be there live. The Complete Guide to Everything, another new HeadGum show, will be there live. All these podcasters are going to be there hanging out at the North Door in Austin on Saturday, March 11th. Tickets still available to that at ifiwereyoushow.com. We're also going to Tempe and Denver, Honolulu. Guys, if you live in any of these cities and you want to hang out with us, go to jakeandamir.com or ifiwereyoushow.com and buy some tickets.
Yes, please.
These are going to be fun shows. I don't know. We've had fun today. I don't want to ruin it.
I don't want to ruin our fun. Let's just stay in this little cocoon we built up here.
I'm scared.
I actually have to piss really bad. So
okay, why don't you go piss? I wanted to tell everyone that after this episode ends, we're going to play a clip from a new HeadGum podcast.
I'm peeing.
Okay,
I'm
you are
fucking
peeing on yourself.
It hurts.
This is a new HeadGum podcast, but they have nearly 300 episodes. It's a pretty popular show, and we're happy to have We Hate Movies.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome. I love that show.
On the network. 4 funny guys, Andrew, Steve, and Eric, and Chris, 4 funny New York comedians, talk about terrible movies. If you're a cinephile or if you're the type of person that watches bad movies because you like them just as much as good movies, can't recommend We Hate Movies enough. We're going to play a clip after the closing theme song to this episode just to whet your appetite. So if you like what you hear, you can go to headgum.com and find We Hate Movies or WHMpodcast.com and listen to more of that. If you need some more podcast content in your life, let's say you still have some more dishes to watch or a commute to take.
That's correct.
We highly recommend We Hate Movies now on the HeadGum Network.
Now, we have somebody visiting the office. I can hear them.
Oh,
right
shoot.
now.
All right. Why don't you guys say hi to them?
But, well, see, that's the thing. I have to pee so bad. So
what do you get? What's the plan here?
I say, hello, how are you guys? I'm sorry, excuse me, I have to pee.
Yeah. Sorry, I really have to pee. And then they're going to laugh.
Yeah, but then they're laughing at me. So what if I do a little like, hey, how are you guys? Sorry, 1 second, I've got to urinate. That's a little more serious. It's a little more clinical.
Or if you just start pissing yourself. Sorry, I get excited when I meet awesome guests in our studio.
What if I go down and I'm like, hey, how's it going, guys? Excuse me, I have to take a call. And then I go to the bathroom. They don't know that that's not an office.
Of course. yet. And then they're like, can I go to the bathroom? You're like, yeah, it's where Jake took that call earlier.
That's fine.
Yeah, and the call earlier, that was just me pissing myself.
I'm going to practice. Hey, how are you guys? Excuse me.
You're taking so much time.
I've got to make a call.
Opening theme song was Justin Gongalves. This closing one is written by Jack Casey, who has a SoundCloud page, Gray Incognito. That's pretty fun. So if you like this stuff, go to...
It's also sad because I have to limp down the stairs in front of these guests, so...
Do you want me to go down with you?
I want you to go down first.
And say, I have
Run
to
interference.
And I'm sorry, but I have to pee-pee, and Jake's going to go first. Not that he does, but it just
There's
works
a fucking phone
way.
booth in there, and he has a call.
Yeah, I have to break his seal, if that makes sense. All right, thanks to you guys for listening. We threw a lot of shit at you this episode. We appreciate you listening. We'll be back next Monday. Toda! Bye.
This is a podcast called If I Were You. Turn this shit up is what you should do. If I Were You show at gmail.com. Don't get your advice from your fucking mom. I would blow Amir and I would blow Jake. I'm not gay, they're just really cool. This is If I Were You.
Basically, like, Spock is just like, I don't understand. Why are we eating beans? And, like, it's just like, I'm going to toast a marshmallow in a space pod. It's like, okay, great. You know what? I didn't get enough concessions at the concession stand, clearly. This is the time for me to go back for the fucking milk.
Oh, sure. You know what? Call me when we get to outer space.
It's just like Bones being like, well, what do you do after you roast the marshmallow? And Spock's like, I consume it. This is riveting stuff.
The marshmallow becomes a part of me. Yeah, this lasts way too long.
And then we start, it's like, well, we got to sing old folksy camp songs, don't we, Jim?
Sing around. And Shatner's like, singing camp songs around a fire. I haven't done that since I was a boy in Iowa.
Rollin'. Keep those doggies.
Oh, I thought you were doing Limp Bizkit. So did I. Like, that would make sense. They would do Limp Bizkit.
Did it all for the Nookie.
What? The Nookie.
The Nookie.
Come on, Spock, join in. I might break your fucking face tonight. Give me something to break, Captain.
All in together now.
Spock, we're on shore leave. You can call me Jim.
Jim, it's just one of those days.
When you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks, Jim.
It's an Earth song, you green-blooded Vulcan. You sing it.
It's Limp Bizkit.
It's classic.
I'm feeling like a freak on a leash.
Jim, that's corn. Here we are in Durst Park.
Named after President Durst.
They renamed Yosemite National Park to Durst National Park.
After Senator Durst.
Senator, then became President
Absolutely,
Durst.
yeah.
Resigned in disgrace, but by today's standards, it's fine.
Here we are sleeping alongside the banks of the chocolate starfish lake. About to pop a cold can of hot dog flavored water alongside this campfire.
Oh, I really wish I knew more of Limp Bizkit's songs.
Nu metal is illogical.
It sure is, Nimoy.
So they start singing Row, Row, Row Your Boat, which is the only song they could afford, I guess.
That's what I want 70-year-old dudes to be singing in my movie.
Because it costs absolutely nothing.
But this is a fucking Star Trek movie, man. You can't find some scratch for music licensing?
Aren't those songs all on the registry, like the National Registry? I would think at this point of songs that you just can do.
Yeah, I mean, but even still, license a song. Any song. You know what, though? Here's another thing, Chris. Here's a tip. Uh-huh. This movie takes place in the 24th century. How about just making shit up?
That would also be nice.
That was a HeadGum podcast.